Hey bears, welcome to my channel. My name is Kayla June, Kale Barb on social media. So today is Monday. Gosh, it has been a while since I have posted a mental health Monday video, and why not for the first, I had to think about that for a second, the first Monday of 2019, why not start out fresh, I shall say. So according to this title, how my wedding changed my mental health, you are going to find out a little bit. This might be a long video, I'm not sure. I don't really care because this is something very personal that I'm sharing with you guys. So if it is long, I do apologize if you don't like long YouTube videos, but let's just get started. If you aren't already, please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at @KaleBarb for makeup, and for mental health it is at @bear_self-care. Also give this a thumbs up at the end if you do like it. So let's just get on started. As some of you may know, if you have been subscribed for a while, follow me for a while, I got married on December 8th to my best friend of all time. I don't really express my relationship that much. I don't like putting my relationship on like my makeup page, my mental health page ever, like unless like I think there's like one video of him and I on my YouTube, but that will change because he promised. But just to really, let's start from the beginning, shall we? So as you may know, I have generalized anxiety, I suffer from panic attacks, I have major depression, I have PMDD, social anxiety, I have a big chunk of things up here that I go through on a daily basis. But so before we got engaged, that was very, very chaotic and very, very hectic. My mental health was like really bad. But it starts to change, up, down, up, down, up, down. So we got engaged 2017 in January 25th, 2017. I'm trying to like start from the beginning, sorry. It was very, very, very like not surprising because we knew we wouldn't get married to each other from like the first week we started dating. I know, crazy. But like I said, he is my best friend, and it was a big, big event in our lives. Obviously, we just got engaged, and showing, you know, my friends, my family, my engagement ring, posting it on social media. I didn't want to have a big spectacle of, you know, an engagement like photo op and all this stuff, whereas like someone's hidden in the bushes and, you know, capturing the moment. I didn't really care about that. I wanted it to be very personal, and so did he. He is a very personal, intimate person when it comes to him and I. So after, you know, posting all about that, we immediately knew where we wanted to get married, so we booked that right away. And we got our reception venue booked. We got the church booked like right away. We wanted to lock in that date because December 8th is the religious holiday Immaculate Conception. So it's a very busy religious holiday. This is going to be a very long video, I can already tell. So moving along, I was having like a lot of, I had this whole big idea of a huge bridal party. He didn't want anybody. He wanted to just be him and I, and I respected that in the sense, but it also a part of me for a very, very long time was just like, but I really want my close friends to be there. And I had a big group picked, and there was a huge, from January 2017, mostly everything was decided for the bridal party in December 2017, where I actually had the girls that I picked out come to dinner with me, and I gave them their like proposal of being my bridesmaid. So from December 2017 till, I'll say, November 2018, there was a huge, huge, big problem with everything and everyone that came into that. Not everybody, I should say, but the majority. But I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to put people on blast on my YouTube channel. That's just not who I am. But it was just bad. I lost a lot of friends. huge falling outs, friends that or a friend or friends, I'm just going to say friends, I'm going to make it plural just so it doesn't like people watch this and they know who I'm talking about. Friends that I've known since high school that were in my bridal party weren't there on my wedding day. People that I got really close with, considered like my sister. It's just like, it was bad. So, moving on. There was a lot that was going on again from the entire year of 2017. I was happy. You know, I was going through a lot of mental health issues because I started on medication, or I should say medications. I was misdiagnosed with bipolar disorder, and they put me on 2 medications that I was not ever supposed to take, and it really messed up me neurologically. And I actually have a neurologist appointment in a few days because of that whole situation. But yes, this was a year ago. Well, it's 2019, so this is 2017. But anyway, moving on. So a lot of my mental health was going downhill. It was like 2017 was basically like me and my friend that I love still to this day, of course, dearly. We just had a falling out. There was a lot of like problems between us. Our schedules didn't meet up, and it was just bad. But we made up. And everything's peachy. And it was just like going through the process of picking my dress was very upsetting, because at first I went with Nicole, and it was just like, this is new, I don't know how to do this, I don't know what goes on with these things. I was very like, I didn't really know what was going on, or like I thought I had the dress and then I wasn't sure, and I was unhappy, I was upset because I felt alone. So my first time I went with Nicole. My second, third time I went by myself, which was very, very upsetting for me. The day that I picked my dress, it was me, Ingrid, and Lissa. All those 3 people were in my wedding, by the way. I said yes to the dress. I bought it in Jersey, and it was like, I spoke to the owner on the phone, and I said, I can't find a dress. It's really, you know, upsetting me. I have this body type. I'm this tall. I'm really thin and lanky, and I can't find a dress that actually fits my body. She showed me a dress online, and I found the dress, said yes, and I was ecstatic. But I didn't really show anybody, because for one, I didn't want anyone to know, and 2, it was more like, it was going through a really rough time because there were people that I wanted, well, yeah, no, I don't know. This is when it starts getting tough for me to talk about. So, when I said yes to the dress, I was very happy, but it was very difficult for me because I wanted my mom to be there. And if she ever sees this, she's probably going to be like, is she kidding me right now? But I wanted my mom to be there, and she just couldn't be there. And there was many times where she just couldn't be there. I'm not going to say she didn't want to be there, because I'm not going to do that to her, but she couldn't be there. She wasn't there when I said yes to the dress, and that was very upsetting for me. Also, I wanted my grandmother there, and that's a whole nother situation. She couldn't be there either. And my other mom, who I consider my mom, Yvette, she lives like an hour and 30 minutes from me, so obviously she can't be there. And she just had a baby not too long, like during this time. And like the distance is ridiculous. Anywho, let me move on. So I got the dress, and I was really upset because I started to feel like people weren't putting the wedding as something important. And I felt really alone, despite the fact that I had Nicole, Vincent, I love how I say Nicole first, Nicole, Vincent, Lissa, Ingrid, you know, I have his family, everything like that. And it was just really upsetting because, again, I just felt really alone. So moving on, the entire year of 2018, my depression got so bad, because I knew in my heart that people did not put our wedding as, and I know this might be like, why would it be a priority? But a priority. You know, your granddaughter, your daughter, your friend, your cousin, whoever, is getting married, you would think, like, I put my friends, like my friend Gabriella got married, and I made sure I was there, like ceremony and all. Her and I know each other probably since we were like 8 years old. I made sure that I was there because that was a priority for me, because she's been my lifelong friend. Like, anything when it comes to family, I try to make it a priority. You know, I try, and I don't come from a big family, so it's like family is important to me, and I try and be there as much as possible for people that I say that are my family. With my family and I, the entire span of 2018, it was a freaking roller coaster. The rockiest, longest, most insane roller coaster ever. And it was from like from the dress, from who was getting invited, who wasn't allowed to be invited, who's paying, who's not paying, who can't pay. My bridal shower was probably the most stressful thing out of the entire process, because it was a constant battle with my family, with family in general, with friends, with the bridesmaids, with money. It was just like, and I'm a very like coupons, sales, discounts type of girl. I'm not the type that will make someone spend $500 on a dress or $100 on shoes, or, you know, like, I'm not that person. And it seemed like that wasn't enough for people, and it upset me because I felt like I wasn't doing enough, you know. And in this entire span of planning the wedding, it was very, very stressful, because it was supposed to be a happy time, and the only time I was happy was when I was with my now husband. He literally would, like, metaphorically, I guess that you would say, would literally pick me up from the darkest place I was in and make me laugh, make me smile. Like, he's my best friend. And it was just like, if I didn't have him, like, you would think, I've heard so many horror stories about like engagement couples where they fight and they fight and they fight, and this is the true test of your relationship. And it was the total opposite for us. If anything, we grew so much stronger, and if I didn't have him, I don't know how I'd be today, because everything just felt like it was falling apart. Like, I felt like I was losing people every single day. And then I started to think, like, okay, maybe I'm just a problem. You know, maybe I'm just a problem, and I'm the monster, like everyone says, because I was called the B word. I say the B word. I was called a monster. I was called controlling. I was called, and yeah, I'm controlling. I'm controlling because it's our wedding, and I wanted to plan it together, and I wanted to, you know, I wanted everything to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist. I'm sorry. And, you know, leading up to the wedding day, and I see it's like 13 minutes. Leading up to the wedding day, like, I'm getting a stomach ache talking about it. Leading up to the wedding day, there was a lot to do, and I needed a lot of support. And I just want to add the fact that Nicole, my bridesmaids in general, helped a lot, but Nicole saved me for my bridal shower. Saved me that entire weekend, the morning of the shower, everything. Like, she is a saint. And she was there for me the night before the wedding, and I needed that because I was scared of what was going to happen. I was very heartbroken, and I still am, over the fact that people who should have been at my house the morning of the wedding weren't there. And I am thankful and I'm grateful for the people that were there to actually have the help to get in my dress. You know, a lot could have went a lot more wrong, but, you know, the people that showed up actually wanted to, because they wanted to be there, and I'm so grateful for that. But it was just a part of me will always hold on to the fact that some people that should have been there weren't there. And it felt like some of those people didn't even try to be there. And that's what hurts. And it's January 3rd, and I got married almost a month ago, and I'm still, no, January 2nd. Today's January 2nd. I'm still heartbroken over it. But you know what the best part is? The best part about going through this entire process, the stress and the heartache and the tears, being threatened during my wedding process by family. Marrying Vincent is hands down the best thing I ever did. Because, and I know you're probably just like, who cares? No. There's a relationship that him and I have, and a bond that we both have together. It's like when he's in the dark, I bring him the light. When I'm in the dark, he brings the light to me. Like, it's just, if you understand those types of things. For example, I couldn't sleep last night, and he wakes up 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's probably 1 a.m. and I couldn't sleep, and I'm thinking he's gonna kill me. He's gonna be so mad. I can't go to sleep. I have so much in my head. And he started to play with my hair and scratch my arm till I fell asleep. And it's like things like that, going through all that bad and being so depressed and anxious to the point where I was losing weight when I'm already skinny, which is not good. Getting sick from the stress and going to extra therapy appointments because of the stress. I have somebody that understands me and my mental health, and I have somebody that just gets it. And it was all worth it. Do I still dwell on the people that, you know, I had falling outs with and are currently still falling out with? I don't really regret, but 2019 is going to be interesting because a lot of stuff is going to change. And another thing about, the funny thing about my mental health changing since my wedding, I feel a lot stronger and a lot tougher, even though I'll shed a tear once in a while, but that doesn't mean make me weak or anything. It's just something switched in my head where it's just like, these people love you and support you, these people do not. And like I said, 2019 is going to be interesting because a lot is going to change. And if those people can't be there for me during the happiest time of my life so far, what makes you think, or what makes me think, that those people will be there for me when I graduate nursing school or have a baby or get pregnant? And then they're going to wonder why they weren't included. And I'm just going to say, well, you weren't there for me or my relationship for the biggest day of my life so far. One of the biggest days of my life. What makes you think that I would expect you to be a part of this? Like, a child is probably the most important thing in life. Me being a mom is the most important thing in life, next to being a great wife and a great friend to Vincent in general, but to Vincent is what I'm talking about now. You always have to be a friend first, and that's like the biggest relationship advice I could give somebody. You need to be friends first, and if you marry your best friend, you're already winning in life. Like, you have your partner for life. And I know this is so long, and I don't care. I just hope that there can be some common ground for some people, because there are people that I am falling out with that I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose at all. But if I do, maybe it's for the best. I don't know. But my anxiety and my depression now, I feel like it's like the depression part is there because of the continuing of the falling out. My anxiety is like, okay, what will happen on this day type thing. So it's still there. It's still present. But I have this mentality where it's like, don't mess with Mama Bear and my family. And my family is Vincent and I. So that's how my mental health changed. I have like a hair right here. I could feel it. But this 20-minute video is going to be interesting. That is how my mental health changed due to since my wedding, I should say. But I do hope you enjoyed talking with me, and that's why I've been so MIA with YouTube. I just haven't, and Instagram, I just haven't been mentally there to, create content. And creating content makes me so happy. But I don't, even now, like videoing this, like I don't even know how to sit here and express my feelings. I'm actually going to therapy later on this afternoon, but that's beside the point. It's just, I don't like having bad blood with people. But I feel like this was just inevitable. It's bound to happen. But I do hope you enjoyed talking with me and hearing my thoughts. This is a very, very, very long video. This is probably the longest video I've done, besides the one I did with Vincent, which is like 45 minutes long or something like that. Or at least it was before I edited. I don't remember. But anywho, I do hope you have a great day wherever you are in the world. And, happy Mental Health Monday. It's good to express how you feel. And, I just hope and pray that if you are going through a big event in your life, whether it's a pregnancy, graduating, school in general, a wedding, anything, that you have the love and support from your family and friends around you, because it is very important. And if you have toxic people around you, you need to cut them out now. And I know it's hard. Trust me, I know it's hard. But you will feel so much better, and you'll feel so free. And you feel like you can breathe. And that's the one thing I can say that changed my mental health. I feel like I can breathe. After the wedding actually happened, and after we said like I do, I felt like I can breathe again. And it feels good. It feels really good. And I just need to focus on the goal of not allowing toxic people in my life anymore. So you shouldn't either. But sorry to be such a sap. Mama Bear tends to get a little sappy sometimes. But I love you all so much. Have a great day. Continue on watching my videos. I hope you love all my content 2019. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on this year, I promise. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Like this video if you did enjoy it. If it's too long, leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. I do love you guys so much. I'm so sorry this is so long. I'm looking at it and I'm like 23 minutes. Oh, these people are going to kill me. Love you. I will see you in the next one.